Welcome back to Let's Play Sundog Frozen Legacy. As you can see, I've stored the ship's locker full of scatterguns, and there was a charmer and a pep tab in there. Here's some more scatterguns, and a couple more scatterguns in the pod. Now, I won the charmer and the pep tab in a fight with muggers. They drop them along with cash when you defeat them. So the scattergun that I have in my inventory right now has 3 shots left instead of 7. And it turns out if you shoot, you don't always use up a shot. I guess it's like an energy cell. So it goes down when it feels like it. I'm guessing. So it seems like even though it says 7, you get more than 7 shots. Because I feel like I shot more than 7 times. And it says I'm allowed 3 more shots. Okay, so we're going to go to the glory system. This is the glory system. There's 3 planets on glory. That's glory 3, that's glory 1. The other one is glory 2. And there's 5 cities here. So we're going to go just to the one with the starport for right now. But you can travel to all 4 of these cities, the other cities, now that we have the ground scanner. And to do that, I would suggest landing at the starport and then putting in the ground scanner into your pilotage, replacing just a regular scanner. And I'll show that later. So we're going to rest while we're waiting to go to the warp point. Now, after you put in the ground scanner, then you'll have another option that says city-city that goes from city to city. You just click that, and then you just click on which city you want to go to. There's that trippy warp again. I loved that when I was a kid. Unfortunately, the sound effects aren't as good as I remember them, but I've already mentioned that. Alright, so we're gonna go on to Glory 1. We're gonna rest again while we traverse from the warp point to the planet. But first, I guess we'll try to nourish ourselves. And the beer decreases your rest, but it increases your nourish slightly. The burgers are better, increasing your nourish. And then while we're waiting, we'll just... yeah, I guess we'll rest until then. So, sleep until we hear the little ding. It says we're there. Then we'll land at the city with the starport. Lagosol. That's the main city on Glory 1. So if you go to a star system and it says there's a planet there, that's an inhabited planet. It doesn't show like uninhabited planets like gas giants or dead worlds like Mercury or something. No, it just shows planets that have already been colonized. So let's grab a scattergun, and then I'm going to grab the charmer. And I'm going to show you how the charmer works. The charmer temporarily boosts up your charisma to 100. And the reason you want to do that is because when you go to sell an item and then they offer you a price, you can click discuss it. And if your charisma is high enough, then they say, well, discuss what? And then you click on charm, and then they will give you an even better price. So the charmer will have paid for itself. And in actuality, I did buy the charmer because the charmer that I found, I used to get better prices for the control nodes when I was on WARAD. And right now I'm taking all the money out of the bank, and you get an amount in the bank at every planet you go to. Okay, so I'm using the charmer, and if you right click on that, it shows that charisma is 100 temporarily. So we're going to sell the scattergun. And now we just wait for somebody to come. So you say yes. Now they offer 4,500 for the scattergun. So let's discuss it. Discuss what? Charm. Okay, 49.50. So that's not as much as what the charmer cost, which was 600. Now I'm selling the scattergun with 3 shots. And I keep the one with 7. He'll never know. So basically I've made 450 credits back. So that's more than half of what the charmer costs. So if I sell another item and I get a good price, then the charmer will have paid for itself and I will have made a little bit extra. And I'm already making a killing over here selling these scatterguns because they cost something like 15 something credits on Warad, and here on Glory 1 they're selling for at least 4,500. That's like the worst price you can get. So if we charm, okay, 5,400, that's actually really good. That's like 900 more. So now our charmer has paid for itself and we are making even more money. But like I said, it's temporary, so the more time passes, the benefit that you're getting will reduce. Okay. Yes, let's sell the scattergun. Discuss. Charm. Okay, another 49.50. So we're still getting better prices for these scatterguns. Alright. So let's return to the pod and repeat the process. Oh, I guess we have to go back to the ship and fill our stores up with the scatterguns. And then maybe later we'll stop by the exchange and see what they have to sell and maybe pick up a couple things. Alright. So first we'll go to this closet, pick up these scatterguns. Put them in the pod storage area. And we'll repeat. And I'm not going to sell all the scatterguns on camera. I'm just going to sell a couple and then I'll just sell the rest of them. And I think I will have tripled the money that I brought from Warad. I essentially doubled the money that I brought from John when I went to Warad, and now I'm going to triple it. So that's pretty good, and then I can use that money to purchase some cargo. Now you can purchase the cargo and then hopefully find a better price on another system. Or you can find what will complete the phase or help complete the phase for Banville, buy that, and then return to Banville. So I think we'll see if they have any Banville goods, and then we'll buy that and return to Banville. And I'll show you the ground scanner, how it works. Now I think you have to have the ground scanner and then drive to Banville for it to get saved into the ground scanner's memory. I think that's how it works. Alright, so on our way back to that one parking lot with the bar. And the buildings here aren't as weird looking as they were on Warad. You know, they had like buildings that looked like tentacles, and they had one that was like shaped like an Atari logo. I thought it was a nice touch when I was a kid. Alright. Yeah, we're gonna sell another scattergun. Okay. Going to the booth. Okay, my charisma is back down to normal now. The charmer is worn off. Okay. Yes. let's try it anyway. Let's try discussing it. Charm. Okay, 4,500 taker. Yeah. So the effect is worn off. So with this charisma score, I don't think we're going to get any more than what they're offering. I suppose we can try it again. Yes. Discuss it. See, he's not interested now, so we would need to buy another charmer in order to have that work to our advantage. Alright, so we gotta try this whole process again. Yes, I want to sell it. And let's just accept it. Okay, 4,500. We're still making out like a bandit. Okay, I think it's time now to go to the exchange because we are getting up there with the video time. So, yeah, that's that red building that's shaped like a backwards S. Okay. If we go to buy, they got clothing. Oh, and I was wrong in the previous video when I said that the closer you are to A, the worse goods there are. It's actually reverse. So A is the top quality, just like the USDA. Okay, they have seed sprouts here, so we're going to store that in the pod. Now we got some fuel in the pod, so I'm going to actually just store that here so I can buy something else if they have it, and then I'll come back for the fuel if I need to. Okay, so they got green cereals, but it's quality B, so it's a little bit pricey, 2,400. Let's see if they got any more. And it looks like I cycled through, so no, that's probably the best price I'm going to get. So yes, I will purchase it and store in the pod. Okay. Now we're going to go back to the ship and go back to John, and actually, the first thing I'm going to do off camera is sell the rest of the scatterguns because we're getting up on time with the video, and then off camera I'll come back to Banville. Alright, so this is Big Low signing off. See you in the next video, and have a good day.